What is up, people? Van from the Vaniverse Gaming Channel here, standing in my windy base, bringing you another Conan Exiles video. In today's video, I want to show you guys a little trick I learned on how to move a large quantity of heavy stuff from one location to another by using followers. Now, this only works on servers. I'm 100% sure it does not work on PC on a local version, because I've tried it. So if you're just playing on your local version of the game and you're not playing on a server, when you log out of the game, time stops, so it does not work. But if you're playing on a server, this should work. I know it works on officials. I haven't tried it on a private server, but I'm assuming it works the same as an official server. So I'm going to show you how it works, and then at the end, I'm going to kind of give you some tips on what I would suggest you should use or how much each of the different followers can carry to make this a little bit more, I guess to say, to maximize your ability of doing this. So let's get started here. So what you need to do is you need to find a follower. So I got Fred over here. A lot of you guys know Fred. So Fred here is a Caravan thrall. And basically the way you get Fred is you actually have to have the DLC Treasures of Tehran. And you can make a fodder that turns a normal rhino or a normal elephant into a caravan rhino and elephant. So you can see right now he has 20 slots that are available, but you can actually put up to 30 slots on Fred. And then if you come over here to Haas, you can see he actually has 20 slots available as well. But again, you can hold more than that. He actually can hold up to 25 slots. And so basically, I call him Haas because he's 2,700 hit points. But the goal is to have him follow you. He's currently guarding. And to bring him with you to your next base. Now, it's getting dark, and I'm not going to run in the dark, and I'm not going to, for sake of time, let you watch me run. So I'm going to show up at my next base, and then we'll continue the video from there. All right, so here we are at this wonderfully amazing second base. I got Haas behind me here, and you can see I have another guy here. So what I would suggest is if you're going to use this method, wherever you're going, where you have the stuff you want to carry back, so let's just say it's a thrall wheel and you have 8 thralls that you want to bring back with you, I would always have another follower there. That way you can send your first follower back to your base and then have another follower to continue playing the game. Otherwise, you're going to go without a follower. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take Lil Haas here and we're going to tell him to stop following. So I already did this, but when you tell him to stop following and you go into your followers up here and you look at his status, you can see he is in scouting mode. Scouting mode happens when you tell a bearer to stop following you or you get disconnected when you are not at your base. So what this tells Haas to do is to return back to where you last told him to stand guard. So that's really important. So if you come here and you say stand guard here, this won't work because all scouting does is tell him to go back to where he last stood guard. So you want to make sure that you only take him off of stop. You change him to stop following versus stand guard. And now we can load him up with all the stuff in here. Well, not all of it, but you can see it's 361% weight. And I could say more, give all. And here you go. So he has 20 spots that he can hold right now. And I'm going to put the rest back. So now I basically tell him to stop following and I give him all this stuff. So what he's going to do is he's going to say, well, I guess since I'm not following you anymore, I'm going to return back to where I last stood guard and I'm going to take all of this with me. So then what I can do is I can then say, okay, I'm going to log off of the game. And if I come back in about 10 minutes, then he will be in a phase called returning home, and most likely he will already be at home where he was last standing guard. Now, I have read and I have tried this. People say that if your character is close to the thrall when you do this, that the time it takes for him to go to the returning home status is much longer. So what I'm going to do is just come over here and I'm going to log out of the game. And then when I log back in the game, we'll look at his follower status, and then we'll show you on the map where he is. So I'm going to log out of the game, and let's see how long it takes for him to change status. I'll be right back. All right, people. So we're back in the game. I said 15, but I kind of lost track of time, so I've actually been gone for 25 minutes. If we come in here, you will see that our good friend Haas is no longer. If I go into my inventory and click on the followers, and I click on this little hide follower on the mark or add to the map, you can see it says he's returning home. He was scouting. Now he's returning home. And if I click this and I go to the map, it'll show me where he is. So you can see I'm here. This was the base I was playing on. And you can see he's here, and this is my original base where he originally started and was standing guard. So he's already back to where he started. So all of that stuff that you put on him is now back with him at your original base so that you can take it off of him whenever you go back. But now I'm without a follower, so because I had another follower sitting here waiting for me, I can just say, hey, follow me, and now I can continue on my journey and not have to go without a follower. So that's what I've used in this game to transition a lot of weight and a lot of stuff from different locations. I actually had a volcano base on this server, and the volcano is a real pain because of the heat. So having this method to transfer a bunch of thralls from the volcano to my base was super, super awesome in my opinion. And then I left a guy up at the base, and then I could use him as a follower to go and continue to keep getting thralls and do it over and over and over again. Now, each follower has an amount of space they can hold. None of them are affected by encumbrance, but they have amount of space they can hold. So normal human followers can only hold 5 slots. So you really probably aren't going to use a normal human follower in order to do this. Now, you already saw that a bearer follower can hold 25 slots. When you get into pets, it's the same thing. A regular pet or a greater pet is only going to be able to hold 10 slots. So it's better than a human, but at the same time, it's also not that great. The bearer is the only human thrall that is the difference where he can hold 20, I believe. 20 or 25. I think it's 20. And then when you get into pets, there are a couple that can hold more. So for instance, an elephant pet can hold 30. A camel can hold 30. Now you can get a camel from using some gold coins and buying it. If you want to know where you do that, I don't want to spoil it for people. Put it in the comments below and I'll let you know where you can buy the baby camel to make a camel pet, which also has 30 slots. In addition to that, if you happen to buy the Treasures of Turan DLC, there's actually a fodder in there that you can put on a rhino and turn the rhino into a caravan rhino. You can do the same thing for an elephant where you can turn the elephant into a caravan elephant, but I noticed that it doesn't change the slots for an elephant. So an elephant, whether it's a regular or caravan elephant, it has 30 capacity in its inventory. A rhino normally has 10, but when you turn it into a caravan rhino with the Treasures of Turan DLC, he then has 30, the same as the elephant. So ultimately, if you're going to be doing this, you're going to want a camel or an elephant or a caravan rhino or a bearer thrall because you're going to get more bang for your buck. So I truly hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions about it, please leave them in the comments below. I have a couple other videos I'd like to get out. I'm trying to do them once a week, but there are times when I can't record. So hopefully you guys will bear with me and keep following me on the channel, like the videos, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. This is Van from the Vaniverse Gaming Channel. I really appreciate y'all watching. Cheers and peace out.